dishing out 110 horsepower at 9,250 RPM and 92 Newton meters of torque at 6,500 RPM through a 6-speed gearbox and a chain final drive. The Ducati Desert X boasts a 937cc Testa Stretta twin-cylinder L-type engine, complete with a Ducati bi-directional quick shifter. Power delivery is assisted by Ducati's traction control, Ducati wheelie control, engine brake control, and of course, cruise control. Keeping all the engine fat is a 21-litre fuel tank. A claimed fuel consumption of 17.86 kilometers per litre gets you a potential range of 303 kilometers before you hit its 4-litre reserve. We found the real-world consumption to be 19.9 kilometers per litre with mixed riding, mostly quite spirited. Your mileage may vary. The Ducati Desert X rolls along a 21-inch cross-spoke rim wrapped by a Pirelli Scorpion Rally STR tyre in the front. Same in the rear, but with an 18-inch cross-spoke rim. Braking is managed by dual 300mm rotors and dual radially mounted 4-piston Brembo monoblock calipers in the front and a single 265mm rotor squeezed by a single 2-piston floating Brembo caliper. Braking is assisted by dual channel, 3-level ABS and cornering ABS. Soaking bumps on the road or off are a fully adjustable Kayaba upside down front fork and a fully adjustable Kayaba mono rear shock. The Ducati Desert X comes installed with a 5-inch TFT screen mounted vertically that peers into the sole of the Ducati Desert X, giving the rider everything he or she needs to know about the ride. Keeping the rider in mind, Ducati also has a USB charging port located within reach. The system supports an interface for 6 riding modes: Rally, Enduro, Wet, Touring, Urban, and Sport. A full LED lighting package comes as standard on the Ducati Desert X. Dual LED headlights with daytime running lights, an LED tail light, and LED signal lights. Regular servicing is every 15,000 kilometers with 3.1 liters of engine oil with an oil filter replacement. Major servicing for a valve clearance inspection is every 30,000 kilometers. Because of our lovely hot and humid weather, we recommend changing out your oils earlier. Amos is 1.84 meters tall, with a stock seat height of 875mm and a curb weight of 223 kilos. That'll show you how he looks on the bike. He's got an upright, relaxed posture. With Mark coming as a pillion, he felt that it was spacious enough and the pillion seat very comfortable. At a combined weight of 170 kilos, the fully adjustable monoshock held up. Very okay. With a height of 1.7 meters, CK, our guest from 333's Motorcyclist Telegram group, wants to show you how he looks on the bike. Thank you, CK. The turning radius of the bike is very small for its class. In our opinion, the Ducati Desert X is another crazy revelation by Ducati, but in a different form factor. Power delivery was instant for the most part. The electronics felt quite intrusive when we were light on the throttle, moving off at first gear, half clutch. But for good reason, to tame this monstrosity of a machine. Because once the clutch was fully engaged and the power turned on, the Ducati Desert X didn't behave the same way on hard takeoffs. And boy, were we thankful for the 4-lever anti-wheelie. No joke. Mark especially appreciates this machine and mentioned that he can't wait to take it off-road. But with a price tag of 61,700 Singapore dollars before COE and insurance, you got to have the cash to support a crash. But we all know, thanks to a recent viral video of a few guys getting caught in a flash flood in Malaysia, that the Ducati Desert X doesn't have a problem with deep water. Floods in Singapore? Close one eye. All of us at 333 felt that the standing position was superb. The stop bar height felt right for us without the need of a bar riser. We stand at 178 to 187 centimeters tall. The fully adjustable shocks on the Ducati Desert X performed as expected and provided a very plush ride. Don't like plush? Tune the shocks. Too hard? Tune the shocks. Electronic shocks would have been nice, but analog are regarded as more reliable. The brakes on the Ducati Desert X were bitey and feedback was solid. Brembo. The bi-directional quick shifter was smooth and instant. Very okay. Let's talk about that dash. For those of you that like all the information, you will love it. So much of info at a glance. For those who like it simple, it may be overwhelming, but still okay. Can get used to. The rider seat, not bad. It feels firmer than most, but okay. Provides a lot of support. Off-road riders rejoice. The exhaust doesn't disappoint either. Let's have a listen. If this isn't enough for you, then aftermarket options are available, but as always, don't get yourself into trouble and check with your local authorities on legal limitations. We notice significant vibration at all RPM range, but she's not made for a leisure ride into the sunset. She's made to chase the sunset, over desert dunes, in a race inspired by Dakar. She definitely looks the part. Nice ride. Plus the round headlights. Maybe can try at Rimba Red. For you guys who haven't watched our Rimba Red video, links in the description. If you like what you have been watching so far, consider supporting the channel by getting our merchandise at 333.com or our merchant stores on Carousell. Purchasing our merch helps us keep the channel running, which allows us to keep producing more content for you guys. Heat was something the Ducati Desert X had a lot of at stop go city or highway riding. It really makes itself known when the radiator fans turn on. Technically, if you are riding the machine the way it's intended to, standing up, then okay lah. But as an everyday machine, not so. Overall, the Ducati Desert X is in no way, shape or form made for the newer rider. She can get very aggressive and it takes experience to tame. For the more advanced rider, we felt that she doesn't make for a good everyday ride, but a perfect choice if you need some off-road spice to remind you how awesome life is. We got the Ducati Desert X from Ducati Singapore. But as with all our reviews, they do not have control over our content, allowing us to bring you true and unbiased opinions. With that, I'm Winston and see you on the road.